Hello and welcome back. For those of you new, my name is Kat. I am the owner of Past Present Apothecary. And if you've been here before, thanks for viewing my videos again. So we're going to get into it today and make something. I am very excited to show this pretty quick process. So it won't be a very long video. Just hang tight as we make our way through. And I apologize for any quirkiness. Today I'm going to make a oil infusion, herbal oil infusion. And with that you need dried herbs, always dried herbs. The reason for this is they don't have water, and we don't want any moisture in our oil infusion because it can cause things like bacteria to form and your oil infusion to become rancid. Okay, so depending on how much carrier oil you plan on using, say you're using a cup, you want an 8-ounce jar. 2 cups of carrier oil, a pint, a 16-ounce jar. The reason for this is because you want to fill your jar all the way to about 1/4 of an inch of headspace. And that ensures there is less chance. You'll also use either parchment paper or wax paper to cover it, and then you will seal it. And this ensures less chances of oxygen or other things like moisture getting into your oil infusion and either breaking it down slowly with oxidation or causing bacterial growth again and making it rancid. The infusion recipe today is going to be a 1 to 2. So you will use like 1 part herb, 2 parts oil infusion, or 2 parts carrier oil. So I am using, this is 1/8 of a cup, right? Just because it fits in this jar. So stick with me on my math. I use, and I've washed my hands and cleaned my table and cleaned my jar, so everything is very clean. 1/8 of lavender flower, 2. That makes 1/4 of a cup, 1/4. Okay. Before I forget, let's set her back on there because I will. Now I have opened this to smell it, but I have not actually jarred this yet because I was going to go ahead and use it. Now I got 2 different measuring cups because I knew this one would fit in this bag. This is 1/4 of a cup. So the herbs, however many you do, they need to equal 1/2 a cup in this 8-ounce jar. So 1/4 plus 1/4 is, anybody with me? 1/4 plus 1/4? Is that 50? That's 50. So that's half, so 0.5. So you can even see it in the jar. It takes up approximately half of my jar. And then we would double the amount of oil in here to ensure coverage, and we want the herbs to have space to be suspended in that, and so the constituents can be extracted properly. I could measure this on a scale, but like I said, we want to make sure we get up to, do you see where that line is, like where the lid line is? That's about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to pour my oil all the way up to that point. And I use Mountain Rose herbs for all of my products. They do not sponsor my videos in any way. I'm not affiliated with them. However, they do have very high quality products, so I love to talk about them. This is chamomile and lavender. And this is refined sweet almond oil. I'm going to pour it in here. It'll start bubbling. We're going to keep going. Pour, 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 pour. All right. I got it up to that point. Look at it bubbling. Oh my gosh. I'm like shaking because I don't want to spill my oil anywhere. All right, it's making its way. Look at that. Fantastic. So I'm going to kind of let it settle, right? And while it does that and gets into those, gets down, look how much oil. All right, so we need to make sure that when we do pour this, that it is completely submerging all your flowers. Usually you would add like the flour into the oil, but okay. And now this is a 16-ounce bottle, so that's real close to half, and we aren't bubbling as much anymore. So I'm going to let this sit a little longer, just a couple more minutes. Maybe get a stir stick, stir it up. Ooh, let's do that. All right. I need to add a little bit more oil. Fill her to the top. Tippy, tippy top. All right. Your parchment and your lid and ring. Screw it down and tie. Pop these suckers up. I use solar infusions. So basically, you're going to set this in the window seal for 2 to 4 weeks. Let the sun do its job. Every day I go around and go, agitate it. Well, once this is completed and you have all of your oil infusion ready to go to sit in your window for 2 to 4 weeks in the sun, it is time to label your jar. Please. I bought these at the Dollar Tree, well, the $1.50 tree now, and I got to pack up, let's see, 40 labels. So they should last a while. Start with the day. It is all right, June 4th, 2026. Put your ratios on here. Let's say it's a 1 to 2, and I used 1/4 of a cup of chamomile, 1/4 of a cup of lavender flower, and I used 1 cup refined almond oil. All right. Just like that. Put it on your jar somewhere. Now, I will say that it's pesky when you want to reuse your jars and labels get stuck to them and you can't get the residue off. I do understand. I actually have had some issues with that stuff myself. So I try and simply put it on the lid because I won't be opening this jar until I go to strain it and use it in my salve. And I barely put it on it to try and make sure that when I do take it off, whatever's left, I can then soak in like a vinegar water. If you enjoyed today's content, which I hope you did, it would be wonderful for you to go ahead and follow along, subscribe, like, comment, anything helps get us out there. And here in about 2 weeks, I will be making a salve that will be then put on my storefront for purchase. So if you are interested in any of my herbal products or other products offered, you can find them at ptpapothecary.com. Just browse our selection. You can also send us a message if you want something customized, because we love to do that as well. Thank you.